Today, we're talking about a star from Cabuloso, Lautaro Díaz. Are you interested in learning about the luxurious lives of football stars? Then, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming videos. Let's get started. Lautaro Díaz was born in the vibrant city of Buenos Aires, surrounded by a family deeply passionate about football. His father, Roberto Raparo Díaz, was a well-known player during the 70s and 80s, shining with Racing Club. Growing up with such an inspiring figure at home, Lautaro dreamed from an early age of following in his father's footsteps on the field. His journey began at Estudiantes de Buenos Aires, the club where he took his first steps in football and completed his training as a player. His dedication and hard work in training opened the door to his professional debut, which took place on May 8, 2019, in a match against All Boys in the Primera B Metropolitana. Although Estudiantes lost 2-1, it was an unforgettable moment for Lautaro, as he saw his dream of becoming a professional footballer come true. But Lautaro didn't stop there. He was a key player in Estudiantes' campaign during the 2018-19 season, helping the team secure promotion to the Primera B. The club finished in a respectable third place, showing strength and determination. During his time at Estudiantes, Lautaro played 23 matches and scored 2 goals. Each minute on the field was a chance for him to learn, grow, and demonstrate his commitment to the sport he loved. His time at Estudiantes was not only about statistics, but also about passion and dedication. Lautaro proved that with hard work and focus, it is possible to turn dreams into reality. This early phase of his career laid the foundation for his future achievements in football. In June 2021, Lautaro was loaned to Villa Dalmine, a team competing in the second division. For him, it was a great opportunity to showcase his talent and grow as a player. He made an immediate impact and quickly earned a spot in the starting lineup. Right from the start, he showed he was there to make a difference, playing with enthusiasm and commitment. In his first season, he played 16 matches and scored 1 goal, helping the team when it was needed most. However, it was in the second season that Lautaro truly made a name for himself. He became more confident and proved he had an eye for goal. In just 15 matches, he scored 6 goals. One of those games will forever be remembered. Against San Telmo, he put on a show, scoring a hat trick. The final score was 4-0 in favor of Villa Dalmine. And of course, he was the standout player of the match. Overall, with the Villa shirt, Lautaro accumulated impressive stats. He played 31 matches, scored 7 goals, and was also generous, providing 5 assists that led to goals for his teammates. He not only showed skill, but also teamwork. On June 14th, in the middle of the season, a great opportunity came up for Lautaro. He was loaned by Estudiantes to play for Independiente del Valle, one of the most respected clubs in Ecuador. But it wasn't just a simple loan. There was a special condition. If he performed well and proved his worth, the Ecuadorian team could purchase him at the end of the season. And well, he didn't disappoint one bit. In his debut, on June 30th, Lautaro showed what he was capable of. He took the field in a highly contested match against Lanús in the round of 16 of the Copa Sudamericana. The game ended with a 2-1 victory for Independiente del Valle, and Lautaro immediately started gaining the trust of the coach, the fans, and of course, his teammates. This was just the beginning of an incredible journey. The campaign of that team was magical, and Lautaro shone like a true star. Independiente del Valle won the 2022 Copa Sudamericana title, and Lautaro was one of the key players in this achievement. He played in 6 games in the tournament, scored 5 crucial goals, and ended as the team's top scorer. But the most memorable moment was the final against Sao Paulo. Lautaro scored one of the goals in the 2-0 victory, and also assisted Lorenzo Faravelli's goal. Because of all this, he was selected for the tournament's best 11, alongside 5 other Independiente del Valle teammates. This recognition was the cherry on top of the excellent phase he was going through. But the achievements didn't stop there. On November 9th, the Ecuadorian club decided they couldn't afford to let go of Lautaro's talent and purchased 60% of his economic rights. From that moment on, he officially became an Independiente del Valle player. In the following season, Lautaro continued to shine. On May 3rd, In the group stage of the Libertadores, he played a key role in an exciting comeback against Corinthians, scoring 2 goals and securing a 2-1 victory. On July 19th, he scored another important goal in the 1-1 draw against Sevilla in the first edition of the Club Challenge. Although the Ecuadorian team lost in the penalty shootout, Lautaro once again proved his value in big matches. In total, in 2024, he played 8 games and scored 3 goals before being announced as the newest addition to Cruzeiro in June. It marked the end of a spectacular stint at Independiente del Valle, where Lautaro accumulated 62 appearances, 18 goals, and 8 assists. And the most impressive part, he helped the team win 4 titles. Lautaro left Ecuador as a hero, leaving behind a legacy of victories and unforgettable moments for the fans. On June 11th, Cruzeiro surprised everyone by announcing they had reached an agreement with Independiente from Argentina to bring the talented player Diaz. This was a highly anticipated moment for the fans, who were excited about the possibility of having another star wearing the blue jersey. After some negotiations, everything was settled, and on July 1st, the official news came. Diaz was the team's newest signing. It was a significant investment for Cruzeiro, who paid $3 million, the equivalent of around 16 million reais, to acquire 70% of the player's economic rights. And he didn't come for a short stay either. His contract runs until the end of 2028, guaranteeing many years to showcase his talent at the club. Diaz didn't waste any time starting his journey at Cruzeiro. He made his debut quickly on July 13th in a match against Red Bull Bragantino for the Brazilian Championship. The fans were eager to see the new signing on the field, and even though it was just the beginning of his time with the team, it was already possible to see his potential. But the big moment came a little later. On July 27th, Diaz scored his first goal wearing Cruzeiro's jersey. Did you know that Cruzeiro, from Belo Horizonte, went through significant changes in 2024? The club changed ownership. It left Ronaldo Fenomeno's hands and was transferred to businessman Pedro Lourenço. With this shift, a new era began, filled with important signings, and the Argentine forward Lautaro Díaz arrived to shine. Lautaro was announced in June 2024, with Cruzeiro paying $3 million for him, which is about 16 million reais for 70% of his economic rights. He signed a contract until the end of 2028 and came with high expectations from both the fans and the board. His debut happened on July 13th, 2024, against Red Bull Bragantino in the Brazilian Championship. Just 2 weeks later, Lautaro scored his first goal for the team, helping secure a 3-0 victory over Botafogo. That was when he started to show his worth. In just 10 games, he scored 11 goals. He became a key player in Cruzeiro's attack and quickly won the fans' hearts. Will he continue to be this decisive? What do you think? Did you know that Lautaro earns a salary of 400,000 reais per month? That's enough money to ensure a comfortable life for him and his family. Back when he was at Del Valle, he already earned around 200,000 reais every 5th of the month. Lautaro is married to the Argentine influencer Marianela de Arca, and the two have been together for over 7 years. They met when they were young and have never been apart since. And there's some news in the family. Marianela is 8 months pregnant with a girl who will be named Diana. And guess what? Lautaro has already made it clear that their little one will be a Cruzeiro fan. He even posted several Cruzeiro gifts he bought for her on his Instagram stories. To welcome his daughter, he rented an incredible mansion in the Pamplona region of Belo Horizonte. The house is jaw-dropping. It has a pool with a waterfall, a gourmet kitchen, a spacious and well-lit living room, and on the second floor, there are huge bedrooms, including 2 suites with bathrooms that feel like spas. In the garage, a brand new BMW X5, full of technology and comfort. Although he's been in Brazil for a short time, Lautaro is already living the luxury he deserves. Now, we just have to wait and see if he continues to shine on the field with the Cruzeiro jersey. He is quite discreet on Instagram. Even though he has 165,000 followers, he hardly ever posts about his life in Belo Horizonte, where he lives with his wife. He doesn't share much of the game highlights either. But there's one thing you can tell. He's passionate about tattoos. His body is covered in amazing designs. And during his time off, he loves to travel. He always picks incredible places like breathtaking beaches or famous cities like Miami and New York. You can tell he enjoys exploring the world and making the most of every moment. Lautaro Díaz is a player very connected to his family, but unfortunately, he can't always be close to them. He spent 2 years in Ecuador where it's difficult to travel, so he couldn't go to Argentina to visit his parents. Now that he's in Brazil, he hopes to visit them more often. His parents are very well known, especially his father, Lautaro Díaz, who was a famous striker in the 70s and 80s for Racing de Avellaneda. To this day, he's highly respected and often called upon to commentate on games. Even though he is young, he already has many stories to tell. When he played for Independiente del Valle, he began to stand out not only for his talent but also for his style. With longer hair and a headband, he was often compared to the English player Jack Grealish. This gained so much attention that when Lautaro was announced by Cruzeiro, they even made an animation on social media featuring Jack Grealish. Speaking of transfers, Lautaro's move to Cruzeiro was one of the biggest in Ecuadorian football. Independiente del Valle bought him in 2021 for around $500,000. His success attracted major clubs from Argentina, such as Estudiantes de La Plata and Vélez Sarsfield, who were interested in signing him. However, due to the economic crisis in Argentina, the negotiations fell through. That's when Cruzeiro stepped in. Before moving to Brazil, Lautaro wanted to learn more about the club and reached out to Marcelo Moreno, his former teammate. Marcelo had already invited him to play for Cruzeiro, and Lautaro was excited that it finally worked out. Lautaro already had a good track record with Brazilian teams. He became known as a true tormentor in tournament finals. In 2022, he helped Independiente del Valle win the Copa Sudamericana, scoring a goal in the final against Sao Paulo. The following year, in the Recopa Sudamericana, he faced Flamengo at the Maracana and, during the penalty shootout, led his team to another title. However, not everything is perfect. Despite his impressive performances, Lautaro has had some physical issues. In February of this year, he was about to join an Argentine club, Vélez Sarsfield, but a shoulder injury halted the negotiations. That's when Cruzeiro took the opportunity and signed him. Did you enjoy learning a bit about Lautaro Díaz's life? Then leave a like on this video and now watch the video that's appearing on your screen. I'll see you there.